My days, Donnies and Donuts, and welcome to another episode of the Mobile DJ Mastery Podcast. Guys, on this episode, I have another amazing guest that I've been looking to get on the pod for quite some time. We are about to talk to a full-time club DJ. Full-time club DJ based in London. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. In my days in the club DJ world, being full-time was impossible. The fees that they're paying at some of these bars and clubs make it so it's not a sustainable career path to choose. But somehow, Rai the DJ has found a way to be fully self-sufficient while doing clubs and them thing there. No. We have to talk about it. So now we've got a wedding DJ, or should we say mobile DJ, talking to an event DJ. So let's get onto this podcast so you guys can find out if there's anything that you can add to your thing to make it that you're full-time as well. Because I don't know about you guys, but one of the things I'm trying to change for some DJs that told me that that's what they're trying to do is people that want to exit the daytime job. Once you exit the daytime job, the things that you can do with your business, you can invest more time. And being able to invest more time is what really I feel can make it so you can really scale. Because before that point, a lot of your time's taken up. Then you come home from work, depending on your travel and your commute and what that looks like. You can be tired, you can be groggy, you can be like, I just want to chill because your brain's fried, depending on what your work entails. So having a full-time job and DJing makes it hard for you to reach certain goals. Like, for instance, if you wanted to post every day, that might be difficult if you've got a full-time job. If you want to start a YouTube channel or a Twitch account where you're DJing once or twice a week, that might be hard if you've got a full-time job. If you want to have a DJ podcast and you want to do DJ podcasts to show people stuff, talk about stuff, or just have DJ chat and DJ banter, that's going to be hard when you have a full-time job. Because one thing I'm going to quickly mention, guys, currently as it stands at the moment, virtually 90% of everything that comes from this podcast is done by me. If there's any video, any reel, any write-up, anything you see with Mobile DJ Mastery, at the moment, I'm looking to change that in the future, but at the stands at the moment, it's solely me doing all these things. And if I had a full-time job, I couldn't be out on all the platforms, I couldn't be networking, I couldn't be having these chats with these guys. I have these chats in the afternoons, and having a full-time job just makes it hard. So one of my other missions is helping DJs transition from working to being able to be a full-time DJ. Now, Rai the DJ has done this through the club world, and that, guys, is something we have to talk about. So make sure you strap in, get that notepad out, get the ideas flowing, and let's roll that sexy intro. Yo, DJ Rai, what are you telling me? Cheese on bread. Aye, this is going to be such a sick episode, guys. Rai, how you doing, man? How's your day been? How's things for you, man? Quickly.
This is the morning for me. I don't know. I don't know about you, but this is the morning. I might as well be doing this at 6 a.m.
No
Honestly,
way.
my day ain't started. This is the first thing I'm doing today. I don't know.
Just woke up like, oh yeah, I've got a podcast. All right, cool. Let me.
Literally. This is the first tea I've had today. Like, this is the mornings. I got nothing to report from today.
I remember, just to give people a background, I remember when I used to do a lot of club stuff, it was similar for myself. Like the time schedule, you're on a different time schedule to everyone else. Especially if you was like, when we was doing a weekend, we was doing like certain like house events, house music events, and some of those won't finish until 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, some of them 10 in the morning. Yeah, crazy. Like you're getting to your house to have something to eat when people are having breakfast in the cafe. The workmen are having breakfast, and you're like, yeah, this is my dinner.
People are in the office already, like 9 a.m.
9 a.m, man, you're just starting, bro. Oh man. All right. I'm gonna say as it's on your podcast. I'm gonna say as it is on your Instagram, Rai the DJ. So guys, I have a fantastic guest here today. This conversation it's been pending and it's gonna be a deep one. So Rai the DJ is a club DJ and she is full-time. And one of the things I wanted to talk about, like I struggled with in the club days, is being full-time. We all know how clubs pay, they don't pay that well. But Rai's able to navigate and find a way. So there's going to be loads of things that we're going to learn from her story. And also, I want to talk about some of the changes in the DJ culture, in the rave culture, as things how were then and how they were now. But before we get into all that juicy stuff, Ray, I would love to know your origin story. What is it that got you into DJing? How did you get to where you are today?
Do you know what? It was an accident.
Okay,
It was
as
an
usually
accident.
is. Usually, okay.
I'm a music lover. Like, I was the child that had like the MP3 player, and like I would rename all the songs so everything was proper, and I would move them so that the order of the songs, if I'm not playing on shuffle, made sense. Like, I was that kid. My dad was a music lover, an R&B lover specifically. So that's how I grew up. And then like as I got older, I remember people used to say to me that, oh, like, you should DJ, because I'd always be the person choosing songs, like if we're chilling in the yard or we're in a car. I'm the person choosing the songs. But I was like, nah, because I don't actually like being center of attention, which sounds crazy considering if you
Sounds
look at my
nuts.
Instagram, it sounds like I'm lying. But I
on the
promise you,
stage.
I promise you, I don't like being center of attention.
Okay, is that
So
still to this day? Is that still even now with what you do
yeah.
now? Is that still a thing where you're like, you'd prefer to be like, you know, I don't want to be up at the front?
Do you know what? When I'm DJing, like the moment my headphones go into that mixer and it's time to press play, I'm happy to give me a mic. I'm happy to be center stage. I'm liable
Okay.
to come out from behind the decks and run across the stage if I'm that lit. But the moment I unplug, I'm shy again. Please don't do that.
Have you ever heard of something
unplug,
called? Have you ever heard of something called an ambivert?
nah, what's that?
It's a new term I've heard. I've heard it like literally last month, and apparently it's when you can extrovert on, off, introvert on. Like
Oh,
it's
that's me.
so you're both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Depending
me.
on the circumstance.
And
A
like,
lot
when
of
I'm Ray the
performers.
DJ, I'm Ray the DJ.
Yeah.
Then outside of that, yeah.
It's the same with speakers, like people that do like, you know, speak to thousands of people and on stage and stuff. When they're on the stage, they're ambivert, so they can be extroverted. And then you think, oh, this person's, but then later on in the VIP, they're like that.
Yeah.
And you're like, but hold on a second, you got like 100,000 people lit. And now I want to come and be like, oh, God, I'm waiting for the same energy. And they're like, yeah, sign your autograph. Okay, thank you, bye.
Yeah, that
Like,
is
oh,
that is me. Like I every time people were like, "Oh, you should be a DJ," I was like, "That sounds like my worst nightmare. I ain't doing that. That's crazy. All those people staring at me. Like, let's not do that." And then, do you know what's funny is that like I was listening to a mix, and I still remember this mix to this day. Triple M and DJ Hotshot had done like a dancehall soca mix, right?
Okay.
And I was listening to it one day, and there was this like, I want to say 7-minute stretch where I don't even remember which one of them was DJing. I think it might have been Hotshot. And they were going crazy. Like, I could not believe that somebody gets to enjoy music like this. Like, I'm not clicking next on whatever. I was like, nah, there's no way that people can enjoy music like this. And I'm just here clicking next. Like, I'm not a mug.
Yeah.
I got some money for Christmas and I bought myself a little controller.
Okay.
And
How old are you this
and
time,
I just
Ray?
taught myself.
How
Oh,
old
I
are you
was
at
an
this time?
adult. Like, how old was I? This was like 2019. I don't even know. I was like early 20s.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I went to uni and stuff first. I went to uni for marketing.
So even uni days, college days, there was no like that. There was
no,
obviously loving music, of course, that's been the foundation from your dad. But when you was even in the school, that even when you was raving clubbing day, you didn't really.
No, I hated being center of attention. People think it's a joke. Like I literally, I was never. I was even when I was at uni, I was never the person that's like sociable and like out at all the parties. Like, I would go to the club on a Wednesday night with the basketball team because my flatmate was on the basketball team, and so that was a bit comfortable because it was her and all her friends and the basketball team, and I knew all of them now because I
Social
used to like
team.
go to practice with her. So like it was cool. But outside of that, I wasn't going to no ACS parties. I wasn't doing any of that. I don't like the mix. Like, it's crazy. It sounds ridiculous.
It sounds mad, yeah. Because looking at your, like I said, looking at your Instagram, like this is what I love about these stories. Because there's probably people that follow you now. They would never know. They would never know this stuff. They would never know stuff. But anyway, so around 2019. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So then, it was Christmas 2018 that I remember. My mom gave me some money over Christmas, and I bought like little decks with it.
What did you get?
And I just sat in my room and I just taught myself. And I remember the first 2 songs. Thankfully, I had an understanding of music. I've got like a cousin that's a music producer. I've always been around artists. I've always been like in and around music in some
Mm-hmm.
capacity. So I understood a few things already. And I remember I downloaded, I think it was like DJ Pro 2 or something like that. It was
I
free
was
and you
just gonna
could use
ask you, with that controller, what was it called? Do you remember? Do you remember your first one that you bought?
it
What
might be
was it?
like it might be like a SB2 or something like that.
So
It
it was
like
like
a
the
little
Pioneers, the little tiny Pioneer
yeah,
ones.
the
Okay,
Pioneers, yeah, the
okay,
little two
okay,
channel.
okay.
It was about £200 or something like that. It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah, yeah,
bad.
yeah. Sounds about right. Sounds about right.
I had a MacBook already, so that was cool. Because obviously I was doing marketing, so like I had a MacBook already. That one didn't last long though. It weren't strong enough for no DJ. It weren't strong enough.
MacBook Air and that.
Yeah, it broke under the pressure, honestly. So then, yeah, so I taught myself. I just sat in my room, and the first 2 songs I ever mixed, I remember I had the DJ Pro, I think it was Pro or Pro 2, whatever it was, and you could use Spotify, but you couldn't like DJ outside of like your house. You couldn't connect it to like, I think, club kits. It was weird. Like you could connect it to like little controllers, but I don't think you could connect to CDJs or anything. It was very strange.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know.
okay.
But I remember I was looking through songs, and I saw No Less, SG Lewis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's like a R&B ish song.
yeah.
And then Adore You by, did you say her name like Neo or Nio? I've never known that. Like
Neo.
yeah, Neo. I think it's Neo, but I feel like
I
I
would
could
say
be
Neo.
wrong.
That's what I would
Okay,
say.
cool.
Because it's too, you don't want to say Neo. It's too close to. Do you know what I
It's
mean?
yeah, like
Yeah. So then I'm like, I don't want to. Yeah, I would
I
try to
think it'd be
separate them.
Neo.
Yeah, that's what I want to say too. So we'll go with that.
But I saw those 2 songs, and they had like a similar BPM, and they were in the same key. And I could hear them in my head. So I was like, this should surely work. So those were the first 2 songs I ever mixed together, and it was a very simple mix, but it was just let me feel out the buttons and whatnot. But I'm very glad that I actually have a video of it, but I'm very glad that I knew to mix in key from then. Because it could have been very dark. And then I kind of obviously expanded from there, and then that was it. Like it just snowballed.
Okay, and then just gone and went on and went on and went on and went on. So how did you go from obviously learning from the 200? When was your first like public appearance? Because obviously you're saying that you was quite like, you didn't want to be center of attention. And even though you was learning with the 200 at home, when did you transition from learning at home to being in front of people?
Approximately 1 month later.
What? Oh my days! What?
Honestly, if I didn't have proof of all these things, I'd think I'm making it up. Approximately 1 month later, one of my closest friends, she was having a birthday party. Her birthday party was in January.
Okay.
And she was like, oh, but obviously I'd been on Instagram, like just showing people like a little bit of like what I'm doing, but I'm in the house. I got my laptop on the box of the controller that's underneath.
No,
like it was all.
Nah, Ray, I love it.
No.
But this is sorry to pause you. This is key what you're talking about here, because there's DJs that are out there that feel a way about that content that you're talking about right now with the box, and it's in the room and the curtain and there's no lighting.
Yeah, no, you got to do it.
You got to do it.
Somewhere.
It's part of the journey.
I didn't have no laptop stand. I had to play about with it. I had to put the laptop on the box so that it's higher than the controller. Yeah, I was just doing that on Instagram. Like I was just like obviously showing people like, oh, like I learned this today, or like this is cool. And then one of my friends, it was her birthday, and she was like, oh, come do like a little set at my birthday party. Like I'm doing a house party, just come do like a little 20-minute, 30-minute like set. And I was like, nah. She was like, yeah, just give me like Channel U vibes, like you know all the songs that we used to love when we was kids. And I was like, all right, cool. So I did it now. I went there, but the way I had to do it is I didn't have trust in myself. Like now, I'll just turn up I'll turn up and I'll pick my first song when I'm picking my first song, like while I'm there.
Yeah.
Them times, I mapped out every song I'm gonna play and how I'm gonna mix it, because you just wanted 20 minutes of Channel U vibes. So in my head, I was like, let me do this. Let me just map out. Let me practice some of these transitions. And I did it, and that was like literally 3-4 weeks after I got the decks. And I did it, and it actually went well. Like I'm not gonna hold you. It was not bad actually.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure because you had the brief, you done Channel U vibes, so the playlist was gonna bang. Your transitions are early, but like you're just doing, like you're saying, simple transitions. I'm early.
I'm not overcomplicating nothing.
Overcomplicating it, nice and easy. Yep, I'm gonna bring it in nice over there. Boom. How did that go?
Yeah.
Great. All right, let's go to the next one, and then just keep going.
Yeah, simple stuff, and it went well. I got videos of that too, and everyone was like, "Hey!" Like I knew a lot of the people that were in the room, to be fair, and And I was so shy. Like, you can literally see me like going into myself. I was like, oh my gosh, there's people looking at me. Why are they looking at me? And they're shouting at me, and I just want to stop. It was, it was absolutely terrible, but it was great. And then that same friend, it's actually all her fault. That same friend worked at a theatre, and honestly, about 2 months later, she was like, "Oh, they needed a DJ for a press night, and I recommended you." And they said, "Yeah," and I was like, "What?"
Press night. So now we've gone from house party for birthday after starting in Christmas. Then January we're doing house party. Now we're doing press night. This is magazine news. This is
Like, this is a theatre, like the journalists and the people them have come to see the show, and they need a DJ for the after show, and she recommended me, God knows why. And they said, yeah. And I
course
was
it is.
like, why?
Yeah, David, I'm early. I'm early.
And the worst part is they was willing to pay me. So I was like, okay. I was like, this is a joke. This is you're a set-up chick for that. But I went and I did it.
Good.
And one of my friends, I had like friends that were DJs. So one of my friends, Selector Suave, he's a great club DJ. I called him and I said, bro, I beg of you, come to this booking with me. I was like, I need another DJ in the room just in case this goes terribly. Like, this isn't no little 20 minutes at a house party. Like, there's people here, like there's journalists and
style,
actors and like I don't even if I have to take the L, I don't want them to have to take the L of a rubbish party.
Good. I love that.
Yeah, I was like, people first, man. So I said, please come with me to this book. He said, all right, I'll come. So he came, he turned up, he hovered around for a little bit, and then like 10 minutes later, he was like, yeah, you don't need me. When I got a drink, and that was the last I saw him. And that was it. And then, it just kind of snowballed from there. But yeah, big up my friend Vipa. A lot of my early stuff was her just putting my name out there.
What's her name? Say her name again?
Vipa.
Big shout out to Vipa. Vipa, when you're seeing what Ray's doing now, some of that is literally because you gave her the non-negotiables. Early birthday, come on, my birthday, channel your vibes. Yeah, okay. Then you threw her in the deep end. You grabbed her and said, you see that water? It's scary, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I was sick that morning. I couldn't breathe. My mouth is dry. I couldn't stomach anything. I was so nervous. Oh my God, I was a mess.
I'm hungry, I can't eat. Am I going to do good tonight? Oh my God. Overthinking. Which is natural because it shows, that you want to do a good job. You don't want to let your friend down. Yeah, she's put you forward, put faith in you. You don't want to make her look like a mock. You don't want to go in front of these people. And like you said, exactly like what you said, which I love that you said, you want to make sure they have a good time. The people that have come, the press, the celebrities or whatever. You don't want it to be like, this thing was good, but the DJ, what the hell's going on? So that's all just, that's just like good morals in yourself. But I want to big her up because she, like... She put you on the throwing in the deep end. I think it's dope. And the DJ, what was the DJ? You said DJ Suave, you say his name was?
Selector Suave, yeah.
Selector Suave. Do you know what Selector Suave did? He came, saw it, and said, this is light.
He was just like, nah, you're all right.
Yeah, this is light work. Looked at your sound. Like, no one's gonna... As long as you've got music playing, you're good. Yeah. I got myself a little brandy and coke and... yeah, man, you got this. I'll see you tomorrow.
I wonder if he even remembers that he did that. I don't even know if he remembers that he did that.
I'm sure he does.
I've never forgotten.
Because I'm sure he does, because he probably came because he understood where he was coming from. As a seasoned DJ, he would be like, yeah, I know, I remember them times. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but then when he came, he said, this is all right. I'm sure he did, because he came to support you. So I love that. So it sounds like your DJ transition happened quite fast in that sense. There wasn't like a whole, bedroom DJing for 1 year, maybe 2 years, or like doing all these DJ courses and all that sort of stuff. You kind of started straight from your house and then boom, went into house party and then started going into events. And then from there, it's just been rocking and rolling.
I would recommend, though, being a bedroom DJ. Don't listen to me. Do not try and copy what. Do not do it. Yeah. Practice. Take your time, learn the fundamentals of music. Obviously, it also does depend on like how much you understand about music. Like if you're going into it, like you understand BPMs, you understand keys, you understand song structure, you understand all these things, then yeah, you might have a quicker time being a bedroom DJ because there's just fundamentals that you've already known.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't recommend it. take your time, learn yourself as a DJ, learn the type of music you like, learn how you like to mix. Like, don't feel like you need to rush it. Like, I feel like even though I kind of got into it very quickly, I didn't. Like, at the time, I was still working in marketing, and again, I did not plan to be a DJ, so I kind of was like doing it on the side a bit, like winging it a little bit. And then I think, like, when was it? Maybe 2019 was a good year, but then obviously the pandemic happened in 2020. So I feel like it set me back a little bit because I just kind of started getting used to going out. Like, by the end of the year, I was somewhat used to playing out a little bit. But then the pandemic set me back. But obviously I just, was working in marketing, doing what I was doing, but it never left me. And people would reach out to me. Big up a party called Expressions. They've been booking me since like the jump. And it's like every so often, people would shout me and be like, "Oh, can you come and do a set for this?" And can you come? And I loved it every time. It just wouldn't leave me. Like, as much as I had another career and I was doing other things, and it wasn't like my bread and butter, it just never would leave me. Like, there would always be little things here and there. And it wasn't until maybe like 2022, 2023, toyed with taking it seriously. But it's scary, like you said, like being a DJ, especially a club DJ, is not easy. Like, that's not an easy thing to do. That's a very difficult thing to do.
To
It's
make
not
sustainable.
easy.
Nah.
Yeah, it's not easy. So I kind of like did it and I toyed with it, and I didn't take it seriously, I feel like, until last year.
Okay. So
Like,
last year, you're
yeah,
saying 2024 was when you said, you know what?
2024. Yeah.
Let's like get serious in this. So see, when you wasn't taking it seriously, you've mentioned a few times that you was in marketing. Was you working in marketing? Was you earning for marketing? Like, was there a point where you was working and DJing and then you made a jump by the sounds of it? So what was you doing alongside your DJing at the time?
Yeah, I was working in marketing. So when I finished uni, I actually did the BT grad scheme.
Okay.
And so I worked there for like 3 years maybe, and then I moved around companies. I worked for like the NHS for a little bit in their comms team, yeah, just different corporate stuff. So I just had like a normal
Yeah.
regular 9 to
Regular,
5.
regular.
Yeah, I was like regular 9 to 5. And then it just kind of like, I did kind of progress over the years, like in different ways. Like, I started doing, like a guest mix for like Represent here and there. And I knew quite a few people. So it kind of made it a little bit easier to navigate. Like, your network really is your net worth, or whichever way they
100.
say
Tell
it.
them again, Ray, 100%.
Whichever way around it goes. So yeah, it just, yeah, it was neither here nor there. Sometimes I kind of was like, yeah, yeah, no, it wasn't linear at all. But yeah, I took it seriously last year, and now we're here.
Now we're here. All right. Another thing I want to quickly touch on is the jump. The jump. I'm literally going to do a whole episode about this, about that jump, because that jump, the scary jump that a lot of DJs have had to make. How was your one? Because there's so many DJs I see that I talk to, and I've been saying, some people DJs might look at you, Ray, and they might look at my post or your post, and they think to themselves, how the hell do I get that? And I always say to them, are you full time? If they say no, I say, what you're looking at on my Instagram is a full-time DJ. That's what you're seeing. Someone who like this podcast. I'm able to do this podcast just like yourself. The only reason we're able to do this is because we're not with another 9 to 5. So you making that jump, how did you do that? What was the scary part? How did you actually make that transition from working to now saying, you know what, I'm gonna do the risky bisky and jump over there?
Do you know what? I think I toyed with it a lot, because I knew that like nothing made me happier than when I was DJing.
Okay.
And I knew that like I was like, this ain't it. But at the same time, like, London is expensive. Like, you can't go around not making no money. That's crazy.
No, you need to, basically in London, you need to be rich. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's penny over here.
I'm sorry. But in London, if you're living in London or any major city for Manchester, Glasgow, if you're listening, lazy, if you live in a major city, you need to be rich.
But I'm telling you, like, you need
crazy.
to make whatever money you feel like you need to make, double it. Like,
Double it. Thank you.
So I kind of was like, but then actually, I stopped working for the company I was working at. And originally I was just like, okay, let me just job search, find another corporate job. But the job market was looking crazy. I was like, ain't no way. I was like, this isn't going to bang. And I thought to myself, like, maybe this is God saying, just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way it all happened, there was no real reason for it. Like, it's like my hand was forced.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I was never going to make the jump out of fear. But the job market I was like, nah, man, you lot are trying to get too much for that salary's not enough, which is funny now because I have no salary. I'm a DJ, which is ridiculous. But I think my hand was just forced, and I felt like it was God just telling me, just do it.
Yeah, do it. Yeah,
just
it's
do
either
it.
now or never. Because if you look at the field of where you're going into, is job searching. There's nothing that's making you feel.
Nothing was exciting me, so I was like, you know what? Let me just do it, and yeah, it's been the craziest almost 2 years of my life, honestly.
But
it started
the
off
best
bleak.
at the same
It started
time.
off. I'm not gonna lie. It started off dark. At first, it was dark, but now we're okay. Yeah,
and I think it's that making that jump. There is gonna be, for anyone that does want to make that jump. I agree with you. There needs to be that darkness. There needs to be that part where money's a bit tight right now, and maybe I should. I don't know. You know, did I make the right decision? But you kind of, with that time that you have to drive. You can't just, like, your first day. You know, when you got your first whatever Monday, you wake up, you're like, I've got no job. You need to do something. Like, you can't just sit there and be like, okay, let me Netflix and chill until 4 PM and, scroll Instagram. Nah, you got to get active and do stuff to make sure that you're going to be bringing in more work and things like, well, bringing in work so you can continue waking up on Mondays with not nothing to do, but choosing what it is that you want to do. So, nah, okay, I hear that. So then going into that, my next one is that obviously now you are full-time. You are full-time DJ, which for me is the most interesting thing. I remember, Ray, when I was doing clubs and other different things, I think that's probably what I should have done, is other different things, but I was focusing a lot on clubs and bars and stuff like that. And at the time, the amount that they was paying made it so it was very, very virtually impossible. You might get paid, I don't know, let's just say, for instance, £150, £200 a night, £150 on a Friday, £250 on a Saturday. And that won't last you for the week in London.
That's not doing it.
Maybe if you're in Muku land somewhere, Kway far, then yeah, we can work that. But London, you're literally gonna be in the job center. You'll be in a job center talking about, like, yo, someone needs to sort my rent out because I've just got enough to do Sainsbury's, and after that, I'm out. I need to look for next thing. So
Breeze barely. Have you seen the prices?
No, but even back then, you got, like, them times, Lidl wasn't even a thing. You would have been in Iceland regular. You know the one. You might have, real talk. Yeah, you might have been at the food bank. But anyhow, it was hard. It was hard time. But you're full time now. So let's talk about the full timeness. I want you to imagine, Ray, you're speaking to yourself 3 years ago. Do you remember when you were scared to do the jump? I want you to tell yourself something now with what you're doing now, that you are full time, the fears that you had. What would you have told yourself back then to kind of let you know that it's going to be okay and you're going to make it? What advice or tips would you have given to yourself?
I would say to focus on your personal brand.
Oh my! Is that where you're going?
Yeah, because you know what it is. Like, till this day, like I'm in some like DJ group chats and things like that, and sometimes people do put club bookings and bar bookings in there, and sometimes they are asking for 4 hours for £100, and I'm like, nah, not doing that.
Yeah,
respectfully, I'm not doing it. But I think when you have a personal brand and you have people that come out for you, like there's people that I know and I see them every time I'm at my bookings that come because I'm on the lineup.
Because you're on the lineup, yeah.
And that allows you to charge more than 4 hours, £100. We're not doing that. That is going to be your saving grace, because you can do a lot less hours for a lot more money by being exactly who you are. Like, don't be shy about it.
Don't be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy about it. Get your content out, network, be yourself, like, exist as yourself. Find your niche of what you're good at and what you like. Don't try DJ like everybody else. DJ like yourself.
Don't copy people.
Yeah, don't copy nobody. Be yourself. And that is what is going to make it so that not everyone can come and just do what you do. Do you know what I mean?
Guys, if you need to rewind the last minute. I cannot, in all my episodes where I talk about these things you've just spoken about, uniqueness, You need to, because if you're doing the same as someone else or other people, you're number 2, dead. No, right. Content. If your content's not out there, people can't find you. We live in a world where if I can't see you on my phone, you're a ghost.
Yeah, you don't exist. Yeah,
you don't exist. I don't care. I don't like that's your you problem. It's the same thing when someone says to me, I want to get hench, but I don't want to go gym. That's what a DJ says. That's when a DJ says to me, I don't want to post. I'm like, you're the guy that wants to get hench, but you don't want to put in no work. That it doesn't. You can't. It doesn't work like that. And you got to show that stuff. Like you got to add value to you. Why should someone pay you more?
yeah.
Why should I pay you more than £100 for 4 hours? Because Bob down the road, he's been DJing for the last 2 years for us for £100 every Saturday. Now you want £250, you want double. That's when you can say, check my socials. I will bring value to your event, and that's kind of what. I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah, man, you have to be yourself. Like you have to be in like one of There's a party that I used to DJ at a lot called Honey Trap, and the owner of it is actually a good friend of mine. But I remember we were having a conversation, and she was like, DJ like you, she's like, don't worry about what anybody else thinks is popping or how people mix. And that was the best advice somebody's ever given me. And I think she'd heard something that I'd done at one of the previous parties, and she was like, when you DJ like that, yeah. And I was like, okay. And I just started DJing like that, and it all fell together because I have my thing now. Like, even when I do certain parties, I know where they're gonna put me. Like, I know what set they're gonna give me. I know what's gonna happen. Like, this is what you're doing. So I would just say, do that. Like, don't just come and play whatever and not interact. Like, be a presence. Like, if you can host, like, let people know who you are, because that is when you do get the people that are like, I saw your name on the flyer, I had to come. And that is the biggest currency you're gonna have as a DJ, where you got people that actually like you as a DJ.
For you,
and someone can't replace what you give to the party. That is, I'm still working on it. I'm not all the way where I want to be, even content wise. I'm still getting used to being content, because I'm still shy. Like, I still don't want a camera in my face. Like,
there's times you don't want to do it. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
I'm still like, a lot of the content that I have, if you notice, is other people haven't got it, and I'm like, that's kind of cold. I post that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really set out to record content a lot because I'm shy and I get nervous. So I realized, okay, cool. I just need cameras in the room when I'm DJing. I'll get content that way because I'm alive when I'm DJing.
Yeah.
The whole set it up in the house and DJ in the house. Like, every video I've done like that has taken me a minute because I don't like it.
And then when you watch it back, you don't like what you're seeing neither, innit?
Yeah, because I look like I'm not comfy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can tell. I can smell it on me. I don't like it. Yeah,
I'm watching it. And I can.
Yeah,
I can smell the nerves.
Smell the anxiety, like, man, your anxiety is smelling. Like, I can see it.
I can smell the anxiety.
Yeah, like, it's reeking. So that's why I like when I get content when I'm just live DJing, because when I'm actually DJing more time, I'm not nervous. I only get nervous when I do stupid things. Like, you ever make a technical mistake and you think to yourself, I'm better than that.
Yeah, like, what the hell is that, bro?
What
are you doing?
Yeah. That's me. I get irritated. That's the only time you'll see me actually DJing, and you can see that, like, the wheels are turning in my head. Is if I do something so slight but so stupid, I'm like, why? Right? Like, you're better than that.
Yeah,
like,
come on, man.
I don't understand how I can DJ for 6 hours and never do a mistake like that, and then, like, 10 minutes into the set, I'm doing something dumb, like, loading onto the wrong deck. Like, what? Like, what are you doing? But other than that, I'll be chilling when I'm DJing. So the content's a lot more natural, and I'm having a good time, and that's when you'll see me jumping up and having a time. So yeah.
Do you know what? I'm gonna echo that what you just said to others, because I try to say to people, like, content is content. You got to get what you can, do you know? And if you're going to an event, if you haven't got friends or family or anyone that can help you, it's hard. People have cameras around, but you don't know these people, so you won't get these videos. So I always say to people, like, get a content creator or get something so people can film you in action if you don't like filming yourself. Exactly like what you've just said. Do you know what I mean? And if you can get that content and reuse that content, usually that content's the best because it's showing people exactly what you do in action. If you book me, this is what you're gonna, this is
This is
how
what you're
I'm
gonna get.
affecting the crowd. This is what I'm doing. This is it. This is the creme. This is the creme right here. Look at it. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes
Yeah.
that can be the best content. So if someone can capture those bits for you, then that's your content. That can be your content. And then the main thing we're putting content out for, one is for personal brand, two for showing people what you do, that you can the service that you have, that you offer, that you can sell. You're literally showcasing all of that in those videos. So that is a major key. So, so being full time, are you saying, so with the personal brand and stuff, are you saying that's attracted you? Are you getting most of your revenue through residencies? Do you have like your own events? Like, what are the? Because I'm guessing there's it's a pile up of a couple of different
Yes,
options.
it's a pile up of things. I would say I have some informal residencies, but they're still like events. So one thing I would say is that if you want to go full time, the reason why personal brand is so important is because the actual events, as much as they are not consistent, they're not paying you £100 for 4 hours because they've got 5 DJs on that lineup. They're not, no one's playing for 4 hours. Right? So time wise and fee wise, it can make a lot more sense. Obviously, you do still have to prove yourself and you do have to build up to it. You're not going to start off getting paid £200-300 an hour. That's not going to
Yeah,
happen, but
that's
you
not gonna
can
happen.
build to that. Do you know what I
Yes,
mean?
correct. Yeah,
You can build into that where, you know, less time, decent amount of money. And you can also do multiple events in one day. Like there's sometimes where, you know, you do 2-3 bookings in a day. But by the end of that day, you've not really DJed for that much. You might have DJed for 3 hours in total, but you're a decent setup. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So
Your take home's decent. Like you like,
yeah, the
okay,
take
cool.
home's decent
My
when you do it
pocket's
that way.
nice. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So I think there's a value in like traditional residencies in terms of if you are doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I can maybe level with it because it's kind of consistent. But what I will say is that you're gonna earn stable money in that sense, but not as much in theory. The fee
Yeah.
is gonna be lower. So yeah, I do a lot of like events. I don't have like a club residency, like a bar or like club residency, which is crazy. I do kind of want one, maybe for some small stability, but
Oh, if you do, Ray, I'm being honest, because
because they're
those small,
long.
they don't the pay is rough. It's when I hear some of the stuff, I'm like, don't get me wrong, I think the pay could change if you can bring something to the table. If let's say Revolutions, Barcle Revolutions, they do, you know, or Be at One, whatever.
Yeah.
They're open every day. These people are open every day. So DJ would be good maybe every day. They'll pay probably their higher paying nights would be Friday or Saturdays when their bar takings are higher. So then maybe
Yeah.
you could margin more for Saturday than you would for a Tuesday. But I think let's use Be at One because Be at One's nationwide. If we use Be at One, they're open every day. They're small type bars. They play music. DJs are not needed, but definitely helps, especially if they want to confirm birthday bookings and those kind of things. If you was to go there on a Saturday and say, look, I can play on a Saturday, and they say, look, Saturday we're paying you £200. And you're doing all night. You're doing all night, right?
I can't. I can't. I
No,
can't.
I know, but let's say you said, yeah, I want to do Saturdays. I want to do 2 Saturdays a month so I can advertise it. Instead of me being there every Saturday, I'll do 2 Saturdays a month. And the Saturdays that I come, I want 650. Now they're gonna be like, chill out, rude boy. Like, we just told you 2 bills. But you're saying, no, but what I will bring on those 2 Saturdays, I'll sell out tables. I'll sell out. We've got tickets. I'll bring guest list. I'll bring things. So my money is there. Do you know what I mean? My money's there. I'm gonna bring all these people. They're gonna come. They're gonna buy the stuff, and then they're gonna go on to their club nights afterwards. I'm gonna bring some more people. It's a hen. They're gonna do this, and then they're gonna shoot off. But while they come to the bar, your 2-for-1s and all that sort of stuff, they're gonna be, you know, hammering your bar, so you can kind of show them where they can be. So I think if you're gonna look for, it's like what you're saying, like use your powers, innit? Like you've got powers with your personal brand, so getting a resonance for stability can help as long as you can introduce some of your other powers in that.
I like everything you just said. In my head now, I'm thinking of the work that entails. Like in my head, I'm like, it's a lot of work. But it is good. Like I think having a residency, even if it's just 1 day a week, can be helpful if you're full time.
Mm-hmm.
And especially as you're building your personal brand and you're building the amount of events that book you. I've honestly made it work by a lot of like repeat bookings. Like there are a lot of parties that booked me once and never stopped. And every time they throw a party, I'm on the lineup.
There's
So just
something that you're doing really well in that case.
like the majority, I'm not gonna lie to you, majority of like the events I do, um, it's not the first time I've played there for the most part. I do a party. We actually did one last weekend. Yeah, last weekend, and um, I DJ'd randomly like a couple days before the first one that I did, which was their second event ever. Um, I DJ'd it, and I have been booked for every single one since that day.
Sick.
And it's been over a year now. Um, yeah, I've
And
done
yeah,
every
you're
single
locked in.
one.
You're
Yeah,
locked
do you know
in.
what I mean? So it's about showing up and doing your job and people wanting you back.
Mm-hmm.
Alongside, there's no point, having all these people that want to come and see you in theory because they've seen you on socials or you've got a good personal brand, but then when you get there, you're not actually doing anything. Like you need to make sure that you're staying on form and you're trying, you're delivering,
You're
and
delivering what people
every
saw.
party is different as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just think like, even me, I don't just go and DJ the exact same way everywhere. Like I try and understand the crowd.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't get it all the way right. Sometimes you
Yeah.
absolutely just knock it out the
Facts.
park.
Yeah.
But you got to pay attention to like where you are and catering to that specific party, and that's what promoters need. They need DJs where they know you're gonna come, you're gonna read the room, you're gonna switch the vibe if need be, you're helpful. Like I might do little things, like I might host someone's set sometimes just because the party needs it, or I might do little things like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and that is always helpful to promoters. Like
Yes.
even when there's technical difficulties, I'm not gonna lie, unless the technical difficulty means that music cannot play, I'm not telling the promoter. There's no need, unless I'm telling a sound man or whatever the case is so he can help fix it. I'm just gonna get on with it. If I've got an instant double, I'm gonna instant double. I'm not stressing you out while I'm DJing. I'm not causing you stress. And I think that's been helpful to promoters because it's like they know, like the somewhat residency that I have, like the moment me and Valentine start playing, she's partying, she's having a time, she's
Yeah.
relaxed now
She's
because she
relaxed.
knows,
She's calm. Yeah. Yeah.
she knows her party's good now. Do you know what I mean? So it's about having that building that trust with promoters, and that's how you get them repeat bookings, and they know that like it's better to have you than to not have you, and that's what you want everyone to think.
I think that goes down to your professionalism, because like exactly what you said, you don't want to bother other people. Once I'm there, if there's a technical that I can sort out, you lot won't even
Yeah.
know. How's about that one? You won't even know. No one will know. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a technical. This ain't working. Okay, let me get on that deck. Let me shut that deck down. Reboot it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's back on. Okay, cool. Let's carry on. Do you know what I mean? But some people be like, this deck keeps on, and the cue button's sticking, and I can't DJ. Do you know what? Stop the party. Sorry, guys. Just everyone. Can everyone hear me? Sorry, guys. The equipment's not is messing up, so I'm gonna stop DJing. Can someone get the technician? That's that. So
can't be that person. I can't be that person, man.
Unless I've exhausted everything, and even then, when I have, the public are not allowed to know. I need to let the people can help know, and that's it. We keep the party rolling somehow,
some way. That
somehow.
I've done a party. Me and big up Charlie Valentine. That is my DJ twin, right?
I was gonna mention. I've got the name. I've got the name
really?
here. I see. Yeah.
That's our DJ twin, man.
Yeah, I see you. You lot are like a double act. I love it.
Yeah, man. That is my actual friend, but also we work together very well as DJs. And I remember we did a party, and the decks, they were some 750 or something. Yeah, it was a long
old
shift.
School pioneers.
Yeah, the
Silver
old school
ones.
thing. And not only that, they were actually the wrong way round. So like deck 2 was on this side and deck 1 was on. Yeah.
Nah, do you know what? Nah, that was a DJ. That was a DJ who got sacked. One of the DJs got sacked, and on his last night, he said, "You know what? I'm messing it up for everybody." Because who's doing that?
Does that? Like it was so long.
Sabotage.
And, we were like, there are all these people here. We're gonna have to figure something out. Serato was a no-go. So we DJ'd this entire party. Mind you, I was only meant to have 1 hour set. Charlie was only meant to have a 1 hour set. So that's 2 hours. There was 3 other hours of this party. But we ended up having to do the whole thing.
It was too much for others.
On Record Box. Mind you, neither of us use Record Box.
Huh.
So we DJed this entire party just on record box, and we're like going back to back, like Valentine will play a song, I'll be underneath the table on Google figuring out how you do this on record box, then I'll read it, and I'll pass the phone to Charlie will read it, I'll play the next song while Charlie's reading it. Like, that's, bro, we did a 5-hour party, and we mashed it too. It was crazy. There was girls on tables. It was lit. But in my head, there's other DJs would have been like, I ain't doing this.
Yeah.
But I think of the people, like, if we back out now, they don't have no party.
They've got no party.
I can deal with many things, but shame is not one of them. So we had to figure it out.
Love that. I love that. Because sometimes I've done those things. I remember one time doing a destination, and we had the decks, and I had all the cables. I was trying to do the whole HDMI, whatever, and I'm trying to connect the decks to my laptop, and it wasn't working. For some reason, it wasn't working. And obviously now it's getting ready for first dance, and I'm like, oh my God, I ain't got no sound.
No, first dance is crazy.
And it was YouTube. Like the same way they've done YouTube. I'm listening to YouTube, but they're talking. I'm trying to listen to and carry on. Right now I'm playing for my laptop now, so no one knows. I'm just playing like one-away tunes for the laptop, and I'm like, okay, it's not first dance time yet, but I'm like, I need to get these decks working, otherwise I can't DJ tonight. And I'm gonna have to do the whole DJ set with. I had one side on my laptop. I had iTunes. The other side it was YouTube. That's what I was doing. I said, I've got YouTube on one side and I've got Apple Music. So I'm playing and I'm fading between YouTube volume and Apple Music volume rate. It was a madness. But I was like, I need to get these decks working because I can't do. I mean,
that's
in Italy, I'm an anxiety. You can smell it, Ria. No,
I know your anxiety was reeking.
It was stinking. I can't show it. So I'm still. And when I'm doing it, I'm like, YouTube, come and tell me how to do it. How to fix this? How do I get around this?
And you know the beads of sweat that are
the beads. Oh my God. And I had to do a madness. I had to buy record box. I had to subscribe, add my thing in. And it says, yeah, once you subscribe, it will do this and do that. I've done it. Okay, reboot the laptop. I'm still vibing. Everything's so good, guys. First dance in 20 minutes. But then it kicked in and it worked. So like, it's that drive. Like, and I guarantee you, no one in the party, they never knew you was doing that.
They didn't know. They was having a time. Like, when I look back at the videos till this day, bro, girls were dancing on tables. Everybody was lit. It was a time. What? You would have never known.
Never know. We was having a madness.
I was having a man. My heart rate. They would have put me in hospital had somebody checked my heart rate in their moments. I'm telling you, at first, like especially at the start of the party, I was like, this is so long. Because neither of us even used record box. And then like Valentine's library on record box, like, it was thankfully enough to get us through because we both know music, so we knew what to draw for, and we can think of songs that we can play rather than having to search the crates and stuff. Like, we was thinking of songs. But it wasn't like as organized and like as up to date as Serato would have been.
Yeah, as yours would have been. Yeah, correct.
So mind you, we're using Valentine's laptop, so I'm not even on my library. This ain't my laptop. This ain't my library. This ain't my system. This ain't my none of this is anything I use. But big up Charlie Valentine, saved the party. Between us two, we did that.
Made it happen. All right, so let's quickly touch on Charlie Valentine because obviously, once again, going through your socials, doing my research, Ray, I see that you and Charlie are together a lot at a lot of events. Like, you do a lot of stuff together. You've got an event that called One Day Only, which I want to talk about in a little bit as well. And it sounds like that's something that you and Charlie have brought together. So does Charlie Valentine come from old school? Is she someone that you've met recently? Like, how far do you guys go back?
We've known each other for a good couple of years, but at first it just kind of was like, oh yeah, like I know of you, like cool people, seem cool. And then we DJed together maybe 2020. It might have been 2023.
Okay.
It might have been 2023. Or the start. No, it might have been the start of it might be 2023. One of them years. Sometime.
One of them years. Around that time.
Sometime.
Yeah.
We DJed together at like one party, and I was like, oh yeah, I kind of like you as a DJ. Like, they're quite a good DJ. Like, cool. And then we did a party, SNL 2. I remember it. This was the first time that we'd been on a lineup where like Valentine had an hour and a half, and then I had an hour and a half. But we basically the way it merged, you would have thought that was just like a 1-3 hour.
Oh, okay.
It was chef's
Yeah,
kiss.
chef's kiss.
There's actually a video on my Instagram. Like, I'll send it to you after this. There's a video on my Instagram. Like, somebody had put their phone facing me. I think they thought it was going to be facing them, but it ended up being facing me. And they caught this like 3-minute stretch, right? But I clipped a little bit of it. Because they sent it to me afterwards and they were like, well, I've got this long ass video of you, so have it. And I played Mary J. Blush Be Without You, and the sound of the crowd, like Charlie's hosting this my set, and the sound of the crowd, the way they're singing. I was like, you could see it in my face. I was like, what the hell?
But obviously, that's crazy.
You only get there when the party has well. Do you know what I mean? You don't just get there by a little.
Doesn't just happen. No.
That's a build up. Do you know what I mean? So
correct.
I knew we'd mashed it. To get them to this point, we'd mashed it. And then I must have mixed in the next song. And the way the room, like, everyone said, like, we both saw it and we looked at each other and we were for like, and that person caught it on camera. Like, that was the moment that we clocked.
I need that video. I need to see that. Yeah.
We clocked us together. It's not a joke.
Us. Yeah,
and ever since then, that we've kind of enjoyed playing with each other. And then one of my now like event residencies, essentially, Charlie was booked and they needed another DJ, and they were like, "Are you free?" And I was like, "Yes." And Charlie was like, "Bet, I'm going to recommend you." And then we did it again. We just mashed it again, and we just keep mashing it. And so we've continued to mash it together. Like, we just feed off each other so well.
Mm-hmm.
We know each other so well as DJs. We understand each other. We're actually friends. Like, we're genuinely friends outside of DJing.
You can see it on camera. You can see it.
Yeah.
You can see it's genuine on camera. It looks like you grew up together. I'll be honest. Like, when I look at the videos, even the way you're talking about events and when you're hyping each other up on decks and stuff like that, it looks like you've been doing this for years. It doesn't look like, I love like that. When you said 2023, I was shocked. I thought you was going to tell me, "Oh yeah, man, when I was doing my marketing thing back in Red."
Like, we knew of each other, but we honestly knew of each other, but we didn't speak like that. Like, we weren't friends, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Until we got put in the same room together a couple of times, and then we did that set, and it was like, yeah, absolutely.
I would definitely.
And now that's like my sibling at this point.
Keep it running. The energy between you two, like, you can see it. I'm looking at clips, Ray. I'm looking at short clips. 20 seconds, 30 seconds, sometimes 8 if it's just a little cut and it moves on to like the reels going through the. So I'm looking at very tiny slivers, seconds. I'm looking at seconds of you lot's interaction. That's the reason why the name made the list. I said, "No, this name, it can't just like we can't just have a conversation." Yeah, we can't just have a conversation and not talk about Charlie Valentine because the energy between you two is electric. So definitely keep it up. I would love to see. I think that you guys both are going to create something in the next, I don't know, year or two that's going to really change the game for both of you. So I look forward to seeing whatever it is that is, because I can see it. I don't know what, that's down to you guys, but yeah.
If you pay close attention to the most recent content, you might start seeing something if you keep your eyes open.
In that case, I think I know. Because
okay.
I see it. When I see it, I'm like, okay, you lot can go here. Like, the door's open for that. And if you go and take it, there's no one stopping you. I'm telling you that. So I'm hoping we're talking in code and you're understanding.
I think we'll talk about this afterwards.
I think that
for the viewers, if you
open
look
for you both. So yeah,
There is
if you want to
something
know what
there.
we're talking about or try and decode what we're talking about, head over to the Instagram. Both their Instagrams are tagged in the description below. Make sure you follow through and have a look at what Ray's talking about, all the things that we've been talking about up on this episode, and see if you can decode what we're talking about.
He's
All
gonna.
right.
All I could do is this. Just
Yeah. Keep it still. But I think I know, because when, like I said, when I was looking at you two and what you're doing and your content, and that's on both of your pages. I'm not just looking at you. I'm looking at Tyler Valentine's page as well. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
all right.
That's
All
my
right.
twin, man.
Okay.
I think meeting Charlie was a blessing, like DJ wise. Like, I feel like I've even gained like a different understanding of like different ways of playing, more confidence as well sometimes, because you know what? I think like I always know, like, if I'm not doing something properly or something is wrong, like Charlie will tell me, like, we do not bum lick each other at all.
Good.
Like,
You need that sometimes.
yeah, like we will be like, bro, switch it up. We're not doing this. Or
Yeah.
whatever it is, like we are hard on each other, but it's from a place of love and also a place of like knowing that like there's no time for games. So yeah, do it properly or let's not do it. Do you know what I mean? So we are very hard on each other, but I love it.
Nah, that's needed. That's needed sometimes. That's needed. Oh, say no more, man. Well, big shout out to Charlie Valentine, man. I had to keep her mention on the pod. Say no more. Content, stuff, the duo, sick. I want to see more. Anyway, moving on. Ray, a question I've got for you, random one, is in your scene currently, because when it comes to your scene, it looks like music-wise, you are not open format, but you're kind of. From what I can see, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm seeing bashment, soca, R&B, hip-hop. I'm seeing urban. Is kind of what I'm seeing. Am I correct? Am I wrong? Am I on the right wave? Okay, so in your scene currently, where you're at, who would you say are the 3 biggest DJs in your scene? So basically what I want to do is give some flowers to some DJs that you think in your scene that are doing sick stuff. Who are those people? Because I know the names you're going to mention, something tells me I'm not going to know any of these DJs.
No, I think you might. All right. I got two that have popped up in my head.
Straight away, innit?
Straight away. One, my good sis, DJ Ems. She is a cold DJ. You know the Shabba Madapot Librarian Girl mashup? That's Ems.
She made that remix?
She made that, yeah.
Mad.
She's cold. And do you know what I love about her? Is that she DJs so effortlessly. Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I look stressed. I look like I'm doing a lot. Ems looks like she's barely moving, but the mixes are so sweet. Like, it blows my mind every time, because it's like you DJ so well, so clean, so effortlessly, and I'm watching you and I see that you're mixing. Like, I see that you're doing this.
Doing it. Like, it's going down. You're not. Yeah. It's not act. It's real stuff.
Yeah, this is real. But she's such a great DJ, and you know what? She's also another person that was very supportive when I first started out. Like, I remember the first time I went to Pirate, I remember I FaceTimed her because I didn't know what to connect to what, and she, bless her, she answered and she was in her bonnet and everything. She's probably thinking, oh God. But she helped me out, and yeah, I've been able to play with her this year, and it's just crazy, yeah, because I rate her so much, man. She smashed the TikTok thing. She's smashing it on TikTok. I don't even know how many TikTok followers she's got now. But she's cold.
Yeah.
She's cold, and she's got a great heart. Like, she's very helpful to other DJs. Like, she's not got an ego about her at all, even though she could. Like, you had what's his name? LeBron and Savannah dancing to your mashup, and you don't have an ego. I love that from you. That's crazy.
Big. Even that video there went in the millions ASAP. Well, of course. Like,
crazy.
Of course. Do you know what I mean? Damn. Like, yeah. And like, I think what's good is that it sounds like she's staying humble. She's not like, obviously all these things are happening, but you know, it's another day. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I'm this person now, and you know, you can't DM me and I won't reply to nobody. No. I still stay grounded. I still do my thing. I still go and do, and she's still grinding, putting in the work.
Yeah,
do you know what
she's grinding. I love what she does, man. I love what she does. I'll always have good things to say about Ems. The other one is Donch. I love Donch. And you don't know who Donch is? I gotta show. I gotta show you Donch, man. Donch makes me happy. Like Donch is like the DJ's DJ. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like his song selection sometimes I'm like, I would be too cautious to play that. Or like, how did your brain even like what?
Yeah.
And yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Like how did your brain even like realize that this could work?
That's gonna work. Yeah.
Like what were you thinking or what were you taking? Like I don't get it.
Yeah. How did you get here? Because I would never. That's a risky. But you done it with chest, and it pulled off like it was nothing.
Yeah, and you mashed it. And also I feel like he okay, see how Ems doesn't move but mixes clean. Donch moves his hands. Like, what are you doing? Like, I can't even see. Like, I remember there was one time he was playing at a party that I was at, and I was stood next to him, and my eyes were just on his hands because I was like, "You're moving so much." Like,
it's a lot of movement.
I would trip over my own hands. Like, I wouldn't even know what I'm doing. But it's just the coolest thing ever. But I love Donch, man. I think he's great. And he's another one who doesn't seem to have a big ego either. Like, he's just so chill. Like, yeah, I like Donch. I like Donch a lot. I'm trying to think of who else. It's a cheat code if I say Charlie Valentine, so I won't say that.
Last one, yeah.
You lot already know what it is, man. Who else? Is it like big in terms of notoriety or just who I rate? Because those are kind of both big.
Yeah, because big is not. It's not like we're not looking at someone who's just got like millions and millions of followers on TikTok. That's not what we're looking at. Status. We're looking at as you as a DJ in your industry, in your scene right now. Which people will come up on your Instagram? You're like, I'm watching this. I'm looking at this thing.
You know what?
Go on.
Mr. S.
Mr. S.
Mr. S. I actually did a booking with Mr. S for the first time on Sunday, actually, at Motions. But I'd seen him about and I liked him because he plays a lot of R&B and he I just liked his song choices. Like I just, I rated what I saw from him. But on Saturday, I got invited to Nara and Chill and Mr. S was on the lineup for that. So this is the first time that I'm sorry, my cat can't sing.
No, the cat can feature.
Every time I go anywhere, he has to be in that room. I swear
of course. He just let people know, yo, I'm here, bruv. Don't be doing podcasts.
He said, this is my yard.
This is my yard. He doesn't need to know.
Yeah, so I went to Nara and Chill and Mr. S's set, that's the first time I've seen him play like live. Like, I'd seen clips, I'd liked what I saw. He posted like some mashups and stuff that I liked. That set at Nara and Chill. I was gassed. I had to message him after, and I was like, "Hey, you are exactly who you think you are." I was so happy. Yeah,
I was like, "Massive compliment. You're exactly who you think you are.
You are exactly who you think you are." Like that set made me so happy. Like the song choices, the mashups. Like, I was so happy. Like. I was so happy. I was so happy. I was gassed. So for me, I was like, the fact that I'm playing with you tomorrow, I'm excited to see what you do tomorrow. Also, though, can I give an honorable mention to LAJ? I'm so sorry. I just realized this. LAJ is another DJ who lived up to the internet hype. I saw so many clips of her. I'm going to send you this video that she posted on her Instagram.
I'm posting. All these videos are going to go in this. Every single person you've mentioned is going in the pod.
We're going to put it here. The best piece of DJ content I've ever seen in my life because it was so natural, but it was so perfect. And sometimes when like people got a lot of hype online, you never really know what you're gonna get. The first time I seen her, I said, yeah, you've exceeded the hype, and I love that. I love like when
Mhm.
somebody's got a lot of hype and they seem to be killing it. and
Yeah,
then
but
you
you're
see
thinking,
them
oh,
and
you
they
don't.
kill it more.
Yeah, because the worst thing is like, I agree with you, Ray. Is the first thing is when you see someone, you hear about someone, oh, it's gonna be dope, and you go there, you're like, oh, yeah, like
Yeah.
TikTok videos were lit, but I'm here in front of you, and I'm watching what you're doing. And yeah, and then later on you'll see the video of the event that you was at, and they're making the video look sick again. I'm like, nah, this is a fraud
This is a.
because you never had any vibes. I was there. It was yeah.
This is why I'd be heartbroken when like I feel like I don't perform, because like we all have days where you think I've done better than that. Like it's not the worst thing in the world, but I know I've DJed better than that before. Like I know I've been more locked in than that. And then I get upset with myself because in my head I'm like, if that was the first time I'm seeing me, I'd be like, okay. And I don't like that. I have a fear of shame. I don't like that. So I'm very hard on myself. Like
I'm very similar, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Like, cause same, like on my Instagram, it's energy, and if I go to an event, and sometimes the event, people will book me because they're very introverted, but they want an extroverted party. And I'm like, but all their friends are introvert. I remember I did one, there was no alcohol, introverted people. I was like, okay. But in my head, while I was DJing, my head kept saying, but these people need to jump. I need to get them. I need to get this place like this.
Pumping.
That's my brand. I have to get these people like this. The whole room. I can't that mum, I don't care. There's no alcohol, I don't care. Are they alive? That's enough. I need to get these people jumping. And I think that's what separates us, Ray. Is that it's exactly what you're saying. Your mind is like, I need to deliver. Like,
I'm not happy if I don't deliver.
Same. It's not good enough.
I'll go home thinking about it. Like I'm analysing every song choice in the car. Like
maybe
what
I should
went
just
wrong.
allow it.
Yeah, like I overanalyze every single set I do. Like I'm not happy unless I feel like it was at least a 9 out of 10. An 8 out of 10, I'm not happy.
I hear you.
I'm not happy.
And I think that's what separates, because there's some DJs, I think that they do nights and like, it's not going out tonight, so it is what it is. And they just accept, and then the night does this. And they're like, me neither. But there must be DJs that do that, right? There has to be DJs that are like, this crowd's not feeling it, so it is what it is. My mind's like,
100%.
This crowd, I need to make this crowd feel it. How's about that one? I need to make them. I don't care. Don't worry, bro, they're not dancers. I'm like, no. Not when I'm here.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to, like, I feel like it's a benefit of being at multi-genre as well, because if you're a level of open format, you can try a lot of things. Like, I do remember, and I think I have footage of this party on a 360 cam footage, but I need to find it because I need to make a TikTok or something out of it one day, because I had a closing set at this party. I have the last hour, mind you, of the party, and no one's dancing. Like, I'm watching the DJ before me, and everybody sat down. Like, everyone sat down, like, there's no party, like music's playing, but there's no shubs. But mind you, I'm on last. I have the closing set, so I'm supposed to just take it home. We haven't even exited the home before I can take it back home. Do you know what I mean? The party ain't even started. Like, no one's bubbling.
We're still chilling, yeah.
I was like, what do I do? Like, I was confused as hell. So I start my set. I play a couple. I'm playing different things. Like, I'm playing dancehall. Nah. Play a little R&B. Nah. I'm running through genres. I'm playing reggae. Nah. I'm thinking, what do you not want to hear?
What do you want? Yeah, what do you want?
I don't understand. I played so many genres in this. I was just playing like 1, 2, 3 songs. And if you're not biting by the third banger, next.
Correct.
I was trying
even then,
everything.
with the third banger, it's a banger. Like, I'm playing fire now. And you don't care. All right,
I was thinking, this is long. Like, this is so long. And this is when, again, your anxiety starts to reek, because you're like, what do I do? Like, is it me? Is it you? Like, I don't understand. I was like, I don't get it. My anxiety started smelling on me. So I was thinking, shit, what do I do? Funnily enough, yeah, mind you, this wasn't up. This crowd is a young West Indian crowd.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Oh, but you should be able to get them, innit? Like,
I thought so, but the DJ before me was even playing dancehall bangers, everything. Nobody's moving, no one's moved, no one gives a shit. Do you know the genre? I got them up and dancing and that.
Don't tell me that's some disco or some old school or something.
Bro, 80s.
Yeah.
Disco.
What did I say? The first one
You
I
did?
said.
Yeah, disco.
The 80s.
And I was so confused because I even played it out of sheer panic. I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? I was just like, you know what? If I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down trying. There is not a
Oh
genre
my
that exists on
God.
this earth that I will not play before we leave this place to see if
Yeah.
it will make you lot dance.
Yeah.
That's what got them two-stepping. I was like, oh,
I would
okay.
have, listening to the diversity in the crowd, I would have never have thought. You know, when you're like,
Never.
this ain't gonna, or it would have been a thing with, do you know what? All right, forget the young people. Like, who else is in there? Do you know what I mean? Let me try and target some of the.
Everybody
And then
was young.
you
I'm
went to
pretty
the
sure the
80s.
oldest person in that room was probably like 35. Oldest in the
Mad.
room.
Yeah, that's a
Oldest in the room.
super young crowd.
I was confused. But in my head, I'm like, now you lot irritating me because now I've got like 30 minutes, maybe even 20.
To take it home, to bring it out and bring it straight
That's the first time
back.
people stepped out their seats to bubble a bit. And I was like, but you have to go through these things as a DJ because
I
everything
agree.
can't be swimming.
Everything can't be swinging. I think every DJ, especially elites, you have to go through the trenches. If you haven't gone through the trenches, there's stuff that you haven't learned. There's stuff that you haven't experienced. Like you need to be in those environments where you're like, what can I do? And it's funny, but I say that, because I've done an event like that recently where the playlist that was given to me was there was no, they wanted bare young stuff, house, dance, that. I'm like, yeah, cool, my time. So I'm coming, I'm shelling, but it's not cooking. Like, it's not cooking. And I was like, I'm like, okay, I'm doing exactly what you said, Ray. I'm running through 1, 2, 3. Nah, move on. 1, 2, wow, move on. I'm to the point, I'm like, okay, off that place is gone, that place is gone, that place. I'm chucking out big chunks of music out of the playlist, and it's getting slim. And I said, you know what? Okay, cool. And there was a couple mums in there. There's a couple mummies in there. You know what I mean? A couple uncles and whatnot. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to look after them because you lot, you told me that you wanted this and you wanted house and you wanted...
And you're not moving to it.
None of it's landing. None of it's landing. So let me look after some of the old schools. I looked after the old schools. Looking after the old schools, looked after the whole night. Like, literally, the 80s thing ran, and the sing-alongs, I went to sing the 80s songs. I said, okay, cool, we'll do the singing 80s songs. Warm them up a bit. And I remember there was one part, I said, let me see if we can go back to what you told me you wanted. 1 tune, I went 2 tune. Oh, you don't want it? Okay, go back to the 80s, back to the 80s. Don't worry. It's cool. We're back in. Let's do mashups. So I'm doing mashup 80s tracks with new lyrics, or, 80s lyrics with new tracks with the stems, and that I'm just doing stem mixes, stem. So now I'm throwing them off. They're partying to that, and then the lyrics come in, and they're like, oh, they're getting to rap Drake over, do you know what I mean? Some like old school Earth, Wind and Fire. And even me, I'm like, oh, this is hard. We got Drake. That's hard. Over the September track, you know what I mean?
That's hard. I like that.
It's hard. We got Jumpman over September. And then that's when you get people looking at what you're doing, because my nan's dancing and my auntie, but also me and the boys. I was like, Jumpman. Like, so
that's it.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's crazy, but it's. I think that mindset of DJing definitely separates people. And a quick tip while we're here to mention is that if you are listening to this DJ wise, is to when you're in those situations, keep trying. Don't give up, because I think DJs give up. I've seen DJs give up, and their body language goes, and they kind of look at the watch. Okay, well, I've got another 45 minutes of this, so it is what it is type thing. That's not the right approach to have. Keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Keep trying, and hopefully you'll find something. And if all else fails, draw for the 80s.
Honestly, if all else fails, Cheryl Lynn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Draw for that. Slap that on the playlist.
I got one question for you.
Okay.
I got one question for you. I would love to know, like, what was the moment, that you realized that I'm a freaking DJ? Like, I just always love to know that with people. Like, what is the moment in your career that you realize you're like, I'm a DJ for real?
Okay. And the story came straight, bang, it wasn't even long.
So I love that.
When I knew is when I did an under 18s party. This was my early days of DJing. It was called Serious. I was part of a youth club, and we put on a night because we was trying to raise money for some of the kids of the youth club to go to France and do some charity work, and we're trying to raise money and all this kind of stuff. And I remember I was like, why don't we do an event? I ain't never done no events, Ray. I listen to pirate radio, so I always hear, and at the time I'm in secondary school, I always hear,
Oh, that's
you know,
crazy.
DJ this and DJ that, tickets are £10 and so in my mind I'm like, those things make money. I just heard he just said tickets are £10, so they're making money. Do you know what I mean? And I remember going to the youth club, they're like, yeah, we need to do a fundraiser. Some kids are like, oh, we should do a car wash, we should do this, we should do. I was like, we should have an event. We should have an event, we should have DJs, and we should find somewhere and people should come in, party, and obviously it's just going to be fizzy drinks and ribenas. But yeah, man, we should play garage. We should do all that. At the time, there was a crew called Morfire Crew where Lethal B's from, and his first tune, Oi, came out. I remember it was out
like
that weekend, and I remember I went down to the record shops. We was doing the party was happening, and I remember going to the record shop saying, I've got a party tonight. So I've gone to the guy and I said, mate, I'm booked today. It's going to be one of my first, proper bookings. And I need some exclusives, man. I need some white labels. And he goes, bro, this tune has just come out. It's called Oi. And it's by Morfire Crew. I'm like, who's that? Like, at the time, there was Pay As You Go, Heartless. I'm like, who's Morfire Crew?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm listening to it. I'm like, the beat's kind of, okay.
Yeah.
It sounds hard. Okay, I'm going to drop this at the party. I go to the party. I remember it was in another youth club, and no, it was in a school.
This is crazy.
But Ray, like I said, these stories are the foundations.
I love this. This is proper back a day. Like,
back
this
a day,
was young.
Holloway
I
boys.
like that.
And I'm trying to think what year it was. Probably 2021, 2022. It's fresh, millennium times. And we're in this hall in a school. We've set up because we had decks and stuff in our youth club, so we've used the stuff and
Sick.
pull it over there. Obviously, this place is not made for events. It's not made for events, but they had that little canteen where they're doing the little drinks and whatnot, and there's no aircon, so everyone's raving in there, and you'll be
So
dancing,
wet
and you just keep feeling like wet drops, like it's raining. It's sweat from the ceiling with the
That's the worst case scenario. Do you know
worst case scenario. Hot in there. Anyway, we was next. And we was part of a crew. I was part of a crew called Soundboy Killers. We called ourselves Soundboy Killers. It was me, another MC called Point Five, another MC called G Bones. And they were my friends. We were all like friends in school and whatever. And I remember coming. Obviously, we've just done youth club sets, and then now we're doing a public set. And I remember when we was playing, the DJ after me, he was shelling, and the nerves kicking. You get me? The DJ before you is shelling. I remember I'm behind the decks. I'm going through my record. Like, what record am I going to put on the deck first? This is vinyl times.
Yeah.
What record am I going to slap down? And I was like, I don't know. And I remember the guy saying at the record shop, bro, this one here, if you drop this today, you're one of the DJs are dropping this tune today. Like, today. I was like, okay, let me start the tune with this brand new tune. Yeah, let me start with this brand new track. You get me? So they got them, all right, Soundboy, because 247, run that. And I ran it. All right. And no one knew what this song was. So it was a bit of a, okay. People are like, okay. And at the time, obviously, it's saying, we're a new crew, we're new. And it was saying, who's this Morfire Crew? Who's this Morfire Crew? And it's saying like the little words on the track. And then it started. And then obviously, the crew, they're just hyping. My MC, they're not MCing, they're just hyping because the tune's got lyrics. But every time that chorus came on, oi, who's that Morfire Crew? Everyone started singing the chorus, like it started singing. This tune's fresh.
That's so sick.
And I remember the energy that I got from that set. Then afterwards, we went into Pulse X and and it was just, I was just hitting them, bat. So I tried to make us look like we're the headline group today. We're the headline. We're giving you fresh stuff. We're giving you, and I'm hitting them. I wasn't mixing. I was dropping. Boom.
Yeah, the one drop.
No mix. One drop. And it was quick.
Yeah. That's the best feeling when you play a song and the crowd's like...
And the crowd go, you know when the crowd rewind your tune? I didn't even get to rewind. Everyone was just, hands are coming over. People are pulling stuff and we're starting the tune again and it's getting pulled up. And the next tune, Eskimo dance, boom. Next one, Igloo. Next one. And then it's like,
sick.
People are losing their mind. And I remember that was then when I was like, I'm home. This is where I live.
I'm a DJ.
I'm a DJ. You see what I'm doing here?
That.
And the DJs before me, some of them were on radio and they were bigger. Do you know what I'm saying? So like they should have had this reaction. but we're getting this reaction. And from then, we was on the map. I remember going to school the following week afterwards.
You the man. What? Shoulders broad, no anxiety
Shoulders are-
smelling.
When I mean
I'm
broad,
telling you, big.
they were like, "Hey,
Yeah.
bro, you smashed it!" And obviously, there's a lot of people that didn't go, so everyone's telling everyone in school, "Hey, see, Mandela boy, he's a DJ, innit? He was aye. And there's no phones, no video, so it's
That's
just
so
storytelling. So I think that was the point when I said, "This is
Yeah.
me." That reaction that you get from the
Mhm.
crowd, I don't think there's hardly anything that I do in my life that gives me that much endorphins.
Do you know what? I actually think about this, like, as a DJ, like, I think we live such a weird life because the adrenaline that you get, like, from sets and all that kind of stuff, I feel like it's only like, maybe music artists or athletes or people that do something slightly different that feel that rush, that high.
Yeah, that high, yeah.
And I think it's so crazy because sometimes, sometimes when I come back from a good set, I can't sleep. It could be
Same.
5 a.m. I
Oh,
can't
100%.
sleep.
I'm buzzing, and I
Yeah,
want to talk. I want to talk about it and watch it and relive it.
Everything's up. Like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
adrenaline's up. I have to watch Gossip Girl or something for 2 hours
Something
to bring
come
myself
down.
down. Yeah. And I think it's just such a crazy like life because, one day you'll be abroad, playing and the sun's shining and your feet are in the sand and you're DJing later and it's all good and well. And then you'll fly back to London and you're like, And it's just such a weird life. Like, it's just so weird. I don't know how to
How to
deal
explain
with
it.
it.
No,
Yeah.
but I think like what you said just there about the athletes and stuff. I agree, and it's a lot to come back from, and that's why I think like when I drive home, if I've got my assistant with me, to debrief with him is a major key for me to be able to sleep. Because otherwise, I come home, I'm trying to wake up the missus. Yo, babe, like, look at this clip, look at this video, and this happened and that. She's like, babe, I've been in bed for like last 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, but I just come home and I completely. Do you know what I'm
That's
saying?
exactly how it goes. When
And
you're
yeah.
watching the clips over and over and over, that's when you know you're done, man. You can't.
You're
you can't go
done
sleep.
because you're riding the wave now. Now you're watching the thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was hard. Then watch it again. Yeah, that was hard. That was
Yeah.
hard. That was hard. That was hard. And that feeling that I got that happened then, and then it's like, you know what I mean. You just not chasing it, but you keep doing that.
I feel like I do chase it. I'm not gonna hold you. Sorry to interrupt you. I do feel like I chase it.
In that case, let's be honest, same. And but I feel, Ray, in the fact of us chasing it, that's what makes us always say this crowd has to go mad. Because we're chasing that. We're chasing that.
We're
I
chasing
need that.
feeling.
I need that. So that's why I get pull-ups at weddings.
I can't do it like when I feel like, I just hate when I feel like I've just not done. I know not every set is for that. Don't get me wrong, especially when I do a lot of guest sets. Like, I think when you're doing private events, I do private events, by the way. I don't only do clubs. Like, I will do birthday parties, weddings, whatever, if you want. But if you want me to do then you're coming for a certain type of vibe.
You're getting your style, innit? Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
I'm not gonna come and play YMCA at a function. I don't give a heck. I'm not doing that. You're coming because you want a certain type of music at your function. So when I'm doing clubs and stuff, normally because it's like 1 hour, 2 at a max, it feels very like you have to hit them hard and you have to keep it up. But with private events, it's a little bit different because it's longer and you got to stretch the night out a little bit and there's peaks and troughs. But I'm not having no trough in my set in the night, respectfully. Like, I don't like that in the club.
No.
So it's hard. I feel like I'm always trying to chase feeling like I'm on top of the world. And it's somewhat dangerous. Not like it's kind of dangerous. You can't, because you're not always going to get that.
Not always going to get that.
But then I can feel like I've done a meaty job just because it wasn't jumping. But I didn't actually do a meaty job.
No, you
just
smashed
wasn't
it.
What?
No, I know, because there's times when I feel like, exactly what you're saying. I know, because there's times when you're like, in your mind, you're like, nah, that was like a 6 out of 10, man. That's not really like right. Like, but then there was someone that will come up to you and be like, oh my God, that was the best set. Like, oh my God, you're sick, you're wicked, you're amazing. And in your head, you're like, yeah, I'll take it. But in your head, you're saying, nah. But what we got to remember,
myself from going, really?
yeah. No, but what we got to remember though, Ray, is that you've heard yourself play every time. This person, this is their first time. And your level of the best is probably 190%. Their level of the best is the DJ that doesn't care.
Mhm.
Now, when you was doing your set, throughout your whole set, you was caring, like, nah, I need to, nah. But that what you was doing was showing through. It was for anyone that was paying attention. And this person who's come at the end and said, nah, that was dope. They saw that, not saw, but they felt like, oh, this one's, I don't know why people are not feeling it, but this is sick. I don't know why but this is dope. And they felt that to the point they come over and said, nah, man, that's one of the best DJ sets I've ever heard. And you're like you said, really? Like, well, clearly no. But
I have to
you
stop
got
myself sometimes from being like, you sure?
yeah, nah, because I think what it is that, like I was saying about the average DJ gives up. And there's some DJs that never give up. Even the last 5 minutes, I could be playing for an hour. And if I don't get it popping for the last 10, if I get that last 10, I need to get I need to get something. The last 2 tracks went off. I got a wheel up just before I come off. Phew, I got those last 2 bits of endorphins, but 90% of my set I wasn't happy with. But the last 5 was 100% me. Then I'm happy with that. And I think that's what separates some DJs, and some people don't realize it, because when we're showing clips on Instagram, we're not showing every event at its entirety. We're giving you highlights. Do you know what I mean? So I say that to you because I need to say that to myself, because there's some nights where I'm like, nah, this ain't it. But another voice in my head says, no, bruv, this ain't it for you. Stop being selfish. There's people on the dance floor ain't heard you playing every week. So you smashed it last week. That was a totally different crowd, totally different everything. Here, you got to deliver for these guys. And if these guys just want to 2-step it out, and this is them at level 10, that's them. They're not going to jump. I'm like, they have to jump. 2-4, they're not jumping. I'm like, they have to
honestly,
jump.
That's how I feel when people don't sing. Like, you know how you love to make people jump? I love to make people sing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Somebody called me the sing-along sergeant. It was funny.
Sing-along
I thought that was
sergeant.
hilarious. I might actually adopt that. I love making people sing. I don't care what genre it is. I want to make people sing. If I drop the fader and you lot are not shouting in my face, I'm not happy. I don't like it. So I need that. So when people aren't singing, or like if I play a banger that I know people sing to, and the crowd aren't singing to it. If it's early and I know that they're not there yet and I can tell, I don't mind.
Cool, yeah.
I don't mind that. Because I might test a song and like, oh, sing-along crew's not active yet. Let me get them there. But if I feel like you're there, like I feel like like everything else about the party is saying you're there, but you just don't know the song or whatever the case is, I'm like, that's what I feed off of. I feed off the sound of people singing the song to me. Like, I feel like when you drop the fader and everybody shouts the song back at you, that is literally, I imagine that's what people that take crack feel like. It's great.
100%.
They're flying.
This is flying.
That's
this
me.
is weed up time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. I'm flying. When I drop that fader and the crowd are singing and they're happy, I'm in the sky. I'm having a great time. Yeah, man, I'm floating.
Yeah, that's what separates. That's what I think separates anyway. Oh man, Ray the DJ, man. We have to get you back for another episode. I've not delved into the questions yet. There's so much stuff I want to talk about in terms of the ticket thing that we spoke about on Insta the other day. I want to talk about how the events are. I want to talk about gatekeeping, because gatekeeping in the club world, I remember, was rife when I was in it. It was sickening. So I want to talk about that. I want to talk about errors as well, because I know in your music selection, when I go through your Instagram, I'm like, your playlist ain't far from mine. And I'm like, this is interesting. There was one where you got the pull-up, the energy thing that we're talking about, and you're playing...
What did I play?
You're playing sing-along, because you like sing-alongs. You're playing... is it Monica? No. You're playing a 90s R&B track. You drop the fader, everyone sings out. I think Charlie Valentine's there. She's gassing you, throwing you about.
Is it pinned?
I think, is it pinned? Oh, I can't say it. I couldn't look at it now.
You gotta find it.
No, not that one. Not that one. Is this the one? Yeah, it's pinned. Yeah, and you're playing Soldier Boy. Tell him. You do a quick flip.
Do you know what's so mad about that? Yeah, I had no headphones that day.
Was you doing just off waves? Yeah, no, I can see.
There's nothing plugged in.
I'm being bad, guys. Here's the clip. I'll call it, edit it, and then throw the clip in, and then now we're back talking. Yeah, no, you've got no headphones on. I've got no headphones on.
I remember I get to the club, and one of the DJs was like, "Oh, do you have an adapter?" I said, "Nah. Oh, it's the thingy with it. You know, when it's only got the one type of headphone. It's only got the big jack."
Yeah.
I said, well, guess I'm DJing with no headphones today. No problem. And mind you, it was a closing set, and so I think this was like, oh God, there's Hoxton or something like that. It was in the Hoxton somewhere. So I was like, all right, cool. And then obviously I'm DJing. I start the set well, like, don't get me wrong, but I'm going off of just like songs that I kind of know a little bit and whatnot. But then as the set's gone on and I'm in the sing along section, I'm like, nah, I want to take risks. Like, I don't want to be a DJ that because I ain't got headphones, I'm just playing stuff that like I
You
know
know will
works or I've
work.
done
Yeah,
before.
you
Like,
have to. Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
do that because there are
Yeah.
people in this room that have seen me DJ quite a bit. Like,
Mhm.
I don't want this to be predictable for them. And then when I ended up playing that, I heard it in my head, I saw the vision, and I was like, this is either going to be the sickest thing or the worst thing. That's what you can tell. If you look closely at me,
I'm
I
watching,
don't
yeah.
100% know what I'm doing because I'm trying to hear the song in my head.
No, but you can tell. Like you're cooking, you're looking out, you're looking at the level. Like you can tell, like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna cook, and then you do the cook.
Yeah, then when it worked, I was like, yeah, because I knew I was like, this is either gonna be so sick or it's gonna be just like, what the hell was that? And they got it, and it worked.
It worked very well.
Yeah,
With
you
no
know when
headphones.
everyone
With no
starts jumping
headphones.
on you, and I haven't
That's
even
what
finished the
happens.
mix.
Yeah, like literally.
I haven't finished the mix
I
yet.
haven't finished. Let me cook. They're not even. No, stop cooking. Stop cooking.
I'm telling you. I was like, I haven't even finished the mix. Let me close that. Okay, wait. I need to exit the loop. Wait.
Oh man, so
I'm
great.
telling you, I need to exit looping. People are jumping on my back. Like, guys,
People are
please.
jumping at me. I need to press the button. The button's small, you know. I can't
I'm telling
press the
you.
button.
I'm telling you. But
Oh,
that was a good day. I was proud of myself, man. My
Nah, you
intrusive
can
thoughts
see.
took over, and it worked. And I was like,
Yeah.
inside. But yeah, I like playing stuff like that because I grew up on that kind of music. Like, I used to love that type of stuff when I was younger.
Yeah, that hip hop R&B bangs. It bangs.
Yeah, like,
And I like to. There's a couple tunes in those eras we don't hear no more because that was 2005, 2010, 2012, like that sort of range. Some of them rappers are still in the game. Some of them are not. Like a lot of them are not.
It's when
Do
they
you know what I
still
mean?
made like teen like hip hop. Like, there's no like teen music anymore.
No.
Like Mindless Behavior, Soldier Boy, like the teenagers love that. Like,
Yeah,
the kids,
yeah.
like the young. Do you know what I mean? Like the preteen. There's no preteen these days. There's no like, I'm a 13-year-old girl and I fancy this boy from this boy band. There's like, who's the boy bands?
Who's the
We
boy
had a
bands?
boy
You
band
have
since
to
One
go.
Direction.
Yeah, you have no, and that they ain't even on them. You have to go straight to what adults are listening to. And you're right, actually, they don't make nothing for the screaming kids. Like obviously, you remember, like you had even you dropped that one. There's one thing you got, and you drop Justin Bieber Baby, and it goes off.
Yeah,
no,
I love
that tune,
that
that tune's got energy. And I tell people, I'm like, listen, the beat, take the vocals off, yeah, and just listen to the beat.
It's a
and
tune
then you drop
still.
and then it's a tune. Then you drop the baby. Don't tell me. Play that song and don't move. You're lying.
You can't.
If you play that song and you do not move one bit, you're chatting
You
rubbish.
can't.
No, you can't. You're a liar. So you're a liar. Don't be a
You're
liar.
capping. Yeah, you can't. I love Baby. That's what I was really happy with that video. I was so gassed when I got that footage back. Because everybody in the front row was singing the song. And obviously I'm on like that venue was alternate. So there's 2,000 people essentially in that, but like that can fit in that room. So it's a big room. So obviously the stage is huge and I'm on the stage. I can't see like properly what's going on.
What's going on.
I can
Yeah,
see the level of like the energy levels a bit, but I can't like see verbatim like that person's singing for sure, that person's singing for sure. So when I got that video back, I was like, oh, that's so cold. I was like, that's so
because you can see them in the crowd. The camera goes around and you can see
the camera just goes around and everyone just like
everyone's
just
singing, vibing, doing all the lyrics.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we could
Rai the
talk for
DJ.
hours, Lord
we can
God.
chat, and that's the reason why we are going to wrap up now, and I'm going to invite you back for another round 2 so we can really, really, really get into it. But on a real note, thank you so much for joining me on today's pod, man. It's been sick hearing like your points of view, like how you see things, like how you started also, and the things that you're doing. And like I said, I'm going to say everyone now, keep your eyes peeled, guys. 2026, I feel you're going to hear about Rai and Charlie Valentine in a big way. That's what I think. I'm not going to say anything more than that. Obviously, Instagram's having a description, have a pre. See what you think. But I think we're going to see you in a big way for 2026. It's going to happen.
Something's cooking.
Yeah,
something's
and
cooking.
it's gonna catapult all the stuff that you've already been doing. Yeah.
Claim it. I
100%.
appreciate you, man. Honestly, thank you for having me. It's been a good conversation.
Yeah, and we knew it
I've
must be.
laughed. Yeah, I've laughed.
I've got
I've
my tissues
reminisced.
here. I've got my
Yeah,
tissues for my tears.
I'm telling you, you know, once your cheekbones are hurting, like, and I need to put my face back down, like. I love that. Now, thank you for having me. Anytime, man. Whenever you call, I'll be there.
Okay, say no more. We'll definitely get you back, man. Anyway, guys, man, I hope you've enjoyed this week's insightful episode of the Mobile DJ Mastery Podcast. Make sure you head over to the Instagram, leave any questions for Ray that we can do for the next show. So if you leave questions for Ray, we can put them in the next show if you're lucky. Other than that, her details are inside the description. Make sure you give a follow and look at some of the stuff that we're talking about. And like I always say, copying is never the one. You don't want to copy what people are doing. Get inspiration and see how you can add that to your business so you can then level up and make sure that you can be full-time, or you don't have to be working every day, and then you could be doing podcasts with us and things of that nature. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, head over to the Patreon. A big shout out to all my Patreons supporting the podcast to keep it going. We need more of you so we can keep this thing going. We don't want it to die out, and podcasts like this don't usually last long. So I'm trying my best to make sure we keep it going, and that is a big way to support. Obviously, 22nd of February, save that date. We've got Level Up Live, the DJ event where we are going to be leveling up DJs and turning mobile DJs into full-time DJs. So if that's something that sounds like interesting to you, make sure you're going to sign up to that. But other than that, I'll see you same time, same place next week for another episode of the Mobile DJ Mastery Podcast. Chee!